On a cold morning like this, in a northern city like this, people do what people do. In buses or cars, cafeterias or offices. If you look closely, you'll see a unified movement, a forward motion that upholds, drives and develops. To facilitate all this, we need building blocks, materials developed and refined over millennia. Just imagine a world without electrical circuits, vehicles, lighting. Those building blocks all start here, in the earth. But it's a long way from the ground to a smartphone or a car battery. Take copper, for instance, a distinctive metal used for its electrical and heat-conductive properties in everything from healthcare equipment to cars, from plumbing to communications. This is where nearly 1 million tons of concentrates travel every year from both foreign and domestic mines. This unassuming sand-like raw material will soon be refined into something more noble, namely copper, nickel, gold and silver, as well as other byproducts. The roots of Boliden Harjavalta date back to the discovery of Outokumpu ore body in 1910. In the 1930s, a copper smelter was commissioned in Imatra. The smelter was moved to its current location in Harjavalta during the Second World War. It was in these times of energy shortage that the flash smelting method was developed here in Harjavalta. The company became a part of the Boliden Group in 2004 and has since been further advancing the flash smelting method, as it is one of the cornerstones in making this plant effective, energy efficient and ecological. The flash smelting method has been regarded as one of the most significant metallurgic inventions in history and has been awarded the ASM, the Historical Landmark Award. The concentrate is melted to 1300 degrees C, then, using the flash smelting method, tapped into large ladles. This is the first step in the copper refining process. The slag from the flash smelting process is cooled and crushed. Valuable metals still present in the slag are collected into froth flotation cells at the slag concentrator. The high recovery of these valuable metals is a fundamental part of the operations. Here, practically nothing goes to waste. The molten copper is then subjected to the converting process, where it is oxidized, purifying the mixture even further. After anode furnace treatment, copper is cast into anodes of approximately 99% copper. Casting is highly automated and the weighing of cast anodes is very accurate. The copper anodes are transported to the copper refinery in nearby Pori, where the copper is electrochemically purified from the anodes, resulting in this pure copper cathode. Precious metals such as silver and gold descend to the bottom of the tank house cells and are collected for further processing. Finally, precious metals are refined, silver as grains and gold as bars. Lastly, the metals are shipped to customers around the globe for further processing. Nickel is refined in much the same way as copper. The nickel smelter at Harjavalta is unique. It is the only nickel smelter in Western Europe, and it produces high-grade matte in a single stage with the best and latest technology. The smelting of copper and nickel concentrates generates gases containing sulfur. Collecting these gases is imperative for the environment. Sulfur gases are harnessed on site in Harjavalta, processed into some of the most widely used industrial chemicals and sold to customers as sulfuric products. Again, nothing should go to waste. This even applies to the heat from the smelting process, which is reused on site and for district heating in the surrounding community. Not all raw materials processed here come from mines either. Some have already been in use in electrical components, batteries, jewellery. Recycled metals are brought here to be smelted and put to use again. It's this idea of a circular process, the recycling and recovery of metals, gases and energy, that is a foundation for the operations here. To not only be energy efficient and economically sound, but to care for the one thing we are all so dependent on. That is why every process at Boliden Harjavalta is closely monitored. Specialists work full-time in collecting and analysing samples from all stages of the processes. Samples are also taken from the surrounding environment to continually ensure clean and eco-friendly practices. The environmental goals Boliden Harjavalta has laid out are stricter and more ambitious than the requirements set by the Finnish legislation. All this wouldn't be possible without the approximately 500 workers casting, operating, monitoring, analysing, developing. The same care and attention to detail that goes into everyday operations here goes into the health and safety of the workers. At the core of everything is the idea of constant development and a passion for improvement, encompassing all activities, technology, safety and environmental sustainability. This makes Boliden Harjavalta one of the most progressive plants of its kind in the world, and it extensively uses techniques that are on the BAT, the Best Available Techniques list of the European Union. As we move forward and the motion of what we call civilization persists and accelerates, the need for high-quality building blocks is more important than ever. It is here Boliden Harjavalta stands as an essential link in the complex chain between the ground and this.